Also, your life has been a great blessing to me. Like I said, I wrote in your celebration manual, everything about my ministry, my personal life, secular life, I attribute it to you. You are a father that have exposed your children to excellence. You are very detailed. You are very principled. I honor you, and I know you love. I know, though you and I are not in a relationship, you know I love you. I need to qualify it before somebody picks it. Okay, I love you very much. I'm so grateful for all that you have done for me in ministry. I don't think that I would have come this far in the Baptist space without your presence. By the grace of God, the kind of gift God has given me is not supposed to be for the Baptist church. Okay, because there are too many limiting forces. Okay, but your presence and you that God gave me as a father has helped me in my ministry, and your apostolic testament will ever remain with me, and I celebrate you today. One of the things I have not told people is that even in my academic qualification, it was because I looked at you. I remember those days you used to preach and you say that you will rise to the top of the top hierarchy of the convention, and then you are going to go to school, you are going to do your masters. I will sit down and I will listen to you, and then I followed all those teachings, and by the grace of God, today I have 2 charters. Next year I'm chartering the last one, and I have 3 charters. It's only a few prophets that have those charters. Okay, just because I looked at you, you are an inspiration. And there are too many things I can say. You took me through baptismal class. When I got born again, bam, the first person that taught me was you. There was a particular book you were using to teach me. It's called 12 bottles of milk. Okay, 12 bottles of milk. And we used to meet at your porch there, and there were faces. You took me through inquiry class, baptismal class, and then we went through maturity class. You taught me very fundamental scriptures, and then I grew. I nearly threw your cake down. I grew, and then the first time I even became a deacon in the church, it was through you. You called me one day into your house and said, the Lord has spoken to you to make me a deacon. I said, I can't be a deacon. You said, well, you are not asking for my permission, but you are going to make an announcement the following day. I came to church the following day, and then you stood before the people and said, God spoke to you to make me a deacon. And that is how I became a deacon. Then one day I was with you. You said, okay, Eric, come to my house. Today you are the one preaching. Then you sat me down Saturday morning. You said, this is the text. This is the outline. This is what you say. This is what you see in the text. This one. You took me through it. I came to stand before the people. You were sitting behind me. Sometimes I'll forget my note, and then you make a comment behind me. Then I'll remember my note, because I got backing. Okay? And you taught me. I remember when my prophetic ministry started and I started going to places. You started taking me to places, speaking to people. I have a son who is a prophet, who is a prophet. I remember the first time I went to what church is that? The one at North Carnation. Is it Change Life Baptist Church? You were the one who took me there. You preach. You gave me microphone to prophesy. And Reverend Archie said, wow. When I went to Reverend David Okanse, one of my fathers of blessed memory, you spoke to him. He invited me to an all-night, and you even gave me your daughter to accompany me. And your daughter and your son went with me, and we started the all-night at 11 and we closed at 6:30. And then the explosion started. You started talking. There are too many things I can say. You have been a blessing. You have been there for me. I remember when I went through a storm, all the people I trusted abandoned me. You were the one who stood by me. Listen, you stood by me. You were calling me. You were praying with me. I remember there was one time when I was going through that storm, you gave me a topic to come and preach. I told you that I can't stand before the people and preach. You told me, who told you that you can't stand before the people and preach? My friend, come and stand there. And you know, people see you very quietly, but they don't know you are very firm. You know, my friend, come and stand there and preach. And that day, I stood there, I preached, and that storm passed. And today, by the grace of God, you know, I can fly to Europe and I'll preach about 8 countries at the same time. I'll preach in Spain. After 6 hours, I'm coming out of Spain. I'm going to Switzerland. I preach there. I'm leaving to Australia. All because you have fathered me and you have mentored me. You know, as we are doing this, I'm live on Facebook. You know, sometimes I'm in people's church. They see the Prophet Eric, but they don't know the one that gave me the ladder behind the scene to become the Prophet Eric. They are celebrating. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know I love you, and I appreciate God for your life. I thank God for you. If I've ever done anything that has caused you hurt and pain, today I ask for your forgiveness and I ask for mercy. It is not intentional. I have not done it intentionally. God is my witness. There is nowhere I have stood to discredit you because of the love I have for you. Thank you. And I remember, I don't know whether I should say this thing. I remember some years ago, and maybe this is the second or third time I'm saying it. I was in my house and I had a vision. And in the vision, I saw a dark cloud moving from one point to another. And the dark cloud was coming to your house. And that time, you came under a severe attack that was a threat to your life. And I saw the dark cloud. I'll never forget that day. I was in boxers. I just took the Lacoste I was wearing with the boxers, jumped in my car, and I took anointing oil. And in the vision I saw, if the dark cloud gets to your house before I get to your house, you will pass. But the passion with which I drove and got to the place, and immediately I got to the place and parked my car at that between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and I held an anointing oil and I lifted the anointing oil and I saw the dark cloud coming. When I poured the oil on the ground, I think I've said this thing here before. When I poured the oil on the ground, the dark cloud rolled away. And I never told anybody until one time where I was preaching about honoring men of God, like the role of a prophet in your life. And I said that particular thing. Thank you so much. Today, I wish I can lie on the ground for you. You have been a blessing to me. You have been a serious blessing to me. And anybody who disrespects you in this service has disrespected me. You have been a blessing. You have been an asset. You see, since I lost my mother and my father and all that, one of the people I can say have been reliable, it is you. And thank you so much. And God bless you. And we honor you today. We can't pay you for what you have done for us. We can only show appreciation that you have been a blessing to us. Thank you so much. And God bless you, sir.